That's me. I'm Paula, 19 years old, and I'm from a small village in Germany. In the last year, 2018, I finished high school, and as the majority of young people, I didn't know what to do after school. A traineeship? Study? If yes, what? Where? Or rather an internship? So I decided to take a year off and to do a European Solidarity Corps. For 1 year, I worked in 2 primary schools and a youth center in Hungary. On the 3rd of September, I hopped on a train in the direction of Hungary. My destination? Nagyváron, a village about 1,800 inhabitants, 15 kilometers in the north of the Lake Balaton. In the first weeks, everything was new, unknown and exciting. The language, the landscape, the flat, the other volunteers, the youth center, the schools, English as the daily life language, and of course the currency, forint, with too many zeros. But I got settled in quickly, and after a few weeks I knew the village as good as my home village. My work in the 2 schools started in October. On Monday and Tuesday, I worked in the Református Általános Iskola Balatonfüred, while I worked in the German National School in Nagyváron from Wednesday to Friday. In both schools, it was my task to help in the German language lessons as a native speaker, and in Balatonfüred, I also helped in the English lessons. That implied helping the teachers with preparations, playing with the students, practicing with them poems, presenting German customs, and also giving lessons on my own sometimes. A little highlight for me was the German poem competition at the school in Balatonfüred in April. At this event, the German Theatre Club performed a theatre play which I wrote and composed the music for. My work in the schools was fun. In the beginning it was a strange feeling to stand in front of the class while I just had been a student 2 months ago. But in the course of time this feeling disappeared, and it was helpful for me to take a look behind the scenes of being a teacher. In the afternoon the youth center was on the agenda. The children and youngsters there, all of them boys, mostly come from a difficult social background, and it was not easy to reach them. But step by step, especially when I could speak Hungarian better, they accepted me. Together with my hosting organization, Fekete Sereg, we did a lot of programs and trips, for example to Sümek for an addiction prevention workshop or to Keket to a youth camp. Besides, we organized a conference in September and a study visit from South America in February. I'm very thankful for these experiences because I could meet very different people from Estonia, Latvia, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Nepal, Uruguay, Argentina and France, who inspired me a lot. In general, I met many people from all over the world, in our flat, in the school, in the village, during my on-arrival and midterm trainings, in the choir, in the orchestra, in Brussels, in the train, in the bus or just on the street. They all belong to my ESC. In particular, I enjoyed the life in our multicultural shared flat. Since the most volunteers were in Nagyváron for 2 months, I had the possibility to live together with young people from Italy, the UK, Finland, Uruguay, India, Austria, Portugal and Estonia. And although it was sometimes stressful to share a bathroom with 5 people, to explain how to clean the dishes and to share the grocery expenses, it was great to cook together, eat together, watch movies, clean the flat, discuss and travel together. For example, we traveled together to Budapest, sang karaoke in Bratislava, painted pitch in South Hungary red, and swam in the Mediterranean Sea in Slovenia. During Easter, I even was on Sicily, because my Italian flatmate Svetlana comes from Sicily, and she took me with her to her home. This was really awesome. And then I traveled for a small adventure to Brussels, because I was selected for the European Solidarity Corps peers kick-off meeting. Together with other 20 young people from Europe, we founded the European Solidarity Network and also presented it during the European Youth Week in Brussels in May. I feel very honored to be part of this community, and it helped me a lot for the decision about my choice of study. But of course, not everything was love, peace and harmony. There were also days when I was hacked off, met unkind bus drivers, was bored, couldn't be bothered and was homesick. Especially in January, when the days were grey, cold and short, I doubted my purposes. But exactly these experiences are the most important and valuable, because they taught me not to give up, but stay persistent. For this, I was rewarded with a fantastic summer. I traveled a lot. My parents visited me and we made a bicycle tour around the Balaton. With the Hungarian Youth Wind Orchestra, we went to a music festival in Bulgaria. With a choir, we made a one-week choir camp. And of course, I swam a lot in the Balaton. I could tell so much more about my year, for example about the Harvest Festival, about Christmas, about New Year's Eve, the Fridays for Future demonstration in Vienna, my interview on the radio, or about the sport fest in the school. But how can you put 1 year in words? My European Solidarity Corps was a wonderful experience I am very grateful about. I grew with my tasks, I learned a lot new things and tried them for the first time, and I met great people who grew on me. To all of them, I would like to say thank you. Thank you that they supported and accompanied me in any ways, not only in Hungary, but also in Germany. And of course, thank you to all the diligent blog readers. Speaking of my blog, after watching this video, take a look at my blog, paulasblog.de. There you can find more reports and pictures from my year in Hungary. That's still me. By this time, I'm already back in Germany. I know what I want to do, namely I will study European studies. And for sure, I will soon come back to Hungary. Till then, all the best. See you!